Hi, this is Mario Napa. Welcome back to my channel. Today I did a very simple test looking at trying to overheat the GoPro Hero 3, GoPro Hero 8, GoPro Hero 10. And the results will surprise you. They certainly surprised me. So stay tuned. Okay, this is Mario Napa and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a very simple overheating test for 3 GoPro cameras that I own. The GoPro Hero 3, the GoPro Hero 8, the GoPro Hero 10. And the test is simple. I did it at 1080p, 30 frames per second. That's what I usually shoot at. I do fishing videos and cycling videos. I upscale them to YouTube at 4K. And those look fine. So I use these to get the most battery life and the most use of my memory card. These are all done with fresh batteries, fresh GoPro batteries. And all the memory cards were erased prior to, or reformatted prior to the beginning of the test. So one of the things I want to mention is the ambient temperature is 68 degrees. There's no breeze, no fan being blown on these. The Hero 3 is using a case with an open back. And these two are using Hyper Smooth in the boost mode. And again, this is a simple test at 1080p, 30 frames a second. DC Rainmaker has done exhaustive tests on the Hero 10, and I believe comparing it to some other GoPros as well at a variety of conditions. So if you want to get an idea whether or not the Hero 10 is going to work for you under the conditions that you may operate at, not maybe 1080p, maybe 4K or 5.3K, go look at his videos. I'll link one of them below, and that may be more informative for you. But this one here is just to compare the 3, 8, and 10 at a fairly modest conditions. Interesting. I'm using an infrared thermometer, and interestingly, Hero 3 was 73 degrees for starters, Hero 8 75.5, and Hero 10 73.9. So these have been sitting here for about an hour to acclimate, and the Hero 8 is warmer to the touch, which is kind of surprising. So let's start this up. Turn off Wi-Fi on this one. Okay, that's started. We'll start this one. Okay. It's been 19 seconds now, and I'll do a test right now after a minute for temperature, and then we'll let it go for a while. Maybe measure it about 10 minutes. Okay, it's been a minute. This one's now up to 74.4. Still 75.3. 74.4. So the Hero 8 did really not change in temperature, whereas the other two, the Hero 3 went up 1.4 degrees after a minute. The Hero 10 went up 0.5 degree in about a minute. So let me give you my reasoning for doing this test is just to compare these three cameras at the same condition. And these are actually running at 1080p 30. So it should not overheat. And I'm not taxing the CPU even for the Hero 3. And if you want to try to determine whether the Hero 10 will overheat under your conditions that you're going to operate under, then you need to look at another video, which I'll link below. And they tried to look at different conditions, like whether it's in water, whether it's air is blowing on it, whether it's hot to start with. And you can get a better idea how long the video was going to last. I think the shortest that they saw was like 19 minutes. So this may go quite a while. And we'll check in later as soon as we hear that one of these times out or overheats. Okay, so I ended the test at 1 hour, and it was clear that the GoPros were not going to overheat under these conditions. And you'll see, I'll show you a graph in a moment, which it will show you why, or show you that they're not going to overheat. And the results of the graph are going to surprise you, I believe. Okay, well here you see the graph for the experiment, which I stopped after 60 minutes. Hero 10 that got the least hot. The GoPro Hero 8 is the orange, and the GoPro Hero 3 is the blue line. So it was clear from the shape of these lines that it was never going to overheat. None of them was going to overheat. So I terminated the experiment at 60 minutes. Maybe this is not too surprising. You know, the GoPro Hero 10 is like a car that could go 150 miles an hour, and I'm only riding it at 50 miles an hour. I'm not stressing it out too much. The GoPro Hero 3, probably maximum speed of 50 miles an hour. I'm running it at 50 miles an hour, and it's stressing out. So I guess it's not too surprising that the GoPro Hero 10 didn't get as hot as the other cameras. And I think if you're running it and it's overheating in conditions that you're running it under maybe 5.3K or 120 frames per second, if you're trying to operate there at a long period of time, it may overheat under certain conditions. I think it's best that you use the GoPro under stressful conditions, maybe for shorter durations, or under conditions where it's not as hot, or you have cooling taking place, whether it's in a breeze, on a bicycle, on a sailboat, or underwater, under cooler temperatures, whatever. So let me finish up by saying that this is a real-life test for me, because I shoot at these conditions. They may not be a real-life test for you. You may use more demanding conditions, maybe 5.3, maybe 123 hertz or frames per second. So in that case, look at the DC Rainmaker to see if the Hero 10 is for you. But clearly, it was a surprise to me that it's not overheating as much as the GoPro Hero 8 or the Hero 3. And the other thing I noted, I started with fully charged batteries for all three GoPros. The Hero 3 was about 10%. The Hero 8 was about 20% battery left. The Hero 10 had 53% battery left. Now it could be that the Hero 10 batteries are brand new and they have more life to them, but I still think I made the right choice. Thanks for watching.